gonna make the porno like 10 times more porno.
Who doesn't want to see such a thing?
Okay.
I also want to buy that camera actually. It's really fun. Good luck.
Welcome everyone to my presentation. Willkommen zusammen zu meiner Präsentation.
Immediately forgot the
Heute ich will sprechen über Strom von Meeresströmung. Es gibt hier meinen Freund von Neuseeland und mein anderer Freund von Deutschland. Und du musst bitte schön korrigieren mich.
Meine Freundin.
Meine Freundin, sorry. Ach so. So, erst einmal ist mein anderer Kollege. Er macht das erste Mal Teil von der Präsentation. Jetzt ist mein Teil. Ach so, jetzt kommen wir zum technischen Teil. Wie funktioniert ein Meeresströmungskraftwerk? Es ist wie ein Windpark, aber unter Wasser. So, aber wir nutzen nicht nur die hohe Deckenseiten, aber auch die horizontale Strömung. Die Meeresströmung bewegt die Rotoren. Ein Generator wandelt diese Bewegung in Strom um. Der wichtigste Faktor ist Dichte. Wasser ist 800 Mal dichter als Luft. Deshalb produziert eine kleine Turbine viel Energie. Der Standort ist extrem wichtig. Wir suchen Orte mit starken Strömung, zum Beispiel zwischen Inseln. Zwischen Inseln. Die Maschinen müssen fest der Meeresboden stechen. Okay.
Simple, aber passt.
Yeah. What else? Das ist schwierig, aber dort ist die Energie am stärksten. Ja.
Super.
Oh, you're really encouraging me. Diese Technik hat viele Vorteile. Erstens, es ist 100%, check this out, vorhersehbar. Like predictable,
Vorhersehbar.
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 How?
Ja, super.
How again?
Vorhersehbar.
Vorhersehbar.
Ja.
Wir wissen genau, wann die Flut kommt. Zweitens, sie braucht wenig Platz. Und drittens, sie ist sauber und produziert kein CO2.
Nice.
Nachteile means inconvenience or negative things. Perfect. Nachteile.
Pros and cons, like.
Nachteile. Aber es gibt auch Probleme.
Oder du kannst sagen, Nachteile sind.
Okay, aber es gibt... I memorize the whole thing.
Okay, sorry.
Aber es gibt auch Probleme. Die Installation im Meer ist sehr teuer. Das Salzwasser stoppt die Maschinen durch Korrosion. Ein weiteres Problem, die Strömung ändert alle 6 Stunden die Richtung. Is that understandable? And there is a closing sentence. Das ist technisch kompliziert. Yeah, that's it.
Das ist technisch kompliziert.
Okay. Im Vergleich mit oder zum?
Im Vergleich zu.
Im Vergleich zu Wind und Solar ist Meeresströmung effizienter und stabiler. Die Sonne scheint nicht immer, aber Meer bewegt sich immer. I need to not speak like a robot tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you have been learning German for 1 year. It's hard, also, like, pronunciation. It's the same thing, like, when I speak Spanish. Hola,
Okay.
¿cómo estás? You know?
That sounds better than what I sound like right now.
No.
Alright, last sentences. Okay, I said that it's stabiler and efficienter.
You sound like I sound in Chinese.
Das ist ein perfekt Basis für die Stromnetz der Zukunft. Right article? Das Stromnetz der Zukunft. And then my friend goes on. Oh,
Are you, like, not allowed to have, like, a small card that
Yeah.
you can pick?
yeah, I can.
You
I
can.
I
Why
can.
are you not using it?
I think
He
it's
wants to remember it off his head.
yeah.
Yeah, but when I have it, I just sometimes, like, just look at one word. Like, for example, you're sometimes not sure about the article, and just say, oh, okay, das, and then you go on.
Yeah. I would like to be more fluent though.
Are you getting marked on also your like grammatic mistakes or no? Like your article mistakes or stuff? Or
I
are
don't
you
know.
just getting
I have no idea how she will grade. I mean, as soon as I do it, I will pass.
Okay.
And if I pass this, I can go to Singapore.
Okay.
So
Well, I think it's impressive that you remembered like majority of it. There's
me too. I am
some-
impressed also.
Yeah, there's some pronunciation and article issues, but also like I think that's kind of
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I hope they, like, I don't think they want to be so strict, because I told...
Sorry, Katerina. I didn't mean to send you that one photo of my boyfriend.
No worries.
So, how do you like my presentation?
I think it's alright. You did a good job. Also, I don't think if I just learned German for 1 year, I could have done, like, better. So it was good. Don't
Yes.
worry.
Did you understand the point?
Yes.
Do you think Meeresströmung is a good solution for the environment?
Maybe. But it depends how it is, like, implemented, because, like, if you have too many of them and then the sea ground is destroyed because of that, that's also not good. Like for example, do you know this fishing method where you had, like, big nets shoring around, like,
Chinese love it.
yeah, for example, those. And if we are gonna implement this, we can't have people just
You're into
destroying.
Chinese culture, no?
Yes,
Why do they care so little about the environment? Aren't they
because
like pretty natural, grounded people? Or is that a myth?
I mean, culturally maybe, but the culture has changed drastically from, like, in recent years, but also for a long time. Like, they have been a very poor culture because of Mao Zedong for a very long
For
time.
who?
Mao Zedong,
What's that?
that the one that brought communism to China,
Oh,
basically. Like, during his time, I think over millions of people died because of hunger and other stuff. And I think only in the 90s they started to have their own economy. And because the generation before the 90s is still alive, who have grown up really, really poor, right now they don't really care about the environment and stuff, because all of them
desperate.
want, not desperate, but they want to have a better lifestyle than the generations before that. And also, you can't like compare China's economy to the one of Europe, because Europe has had many, many years to develop their economy. It has existed for many, many times.
Also, a lot of things that China does in regards to. Oh my God, why am I being
No,
recorded?
no.
I don't want everyone to know. Okay, so
No, I'm getting your noise. Okay.
okay, a lot of things that China does in regards to the environment is kind of underlooked. For example, they did a lot of things with desertification in China. They tried to rebuild the desert and like get it into grasslands and stuff like that. But I think a lot of it is overlooked by the West or not actually paid attention to. Like they're trying to look at a lot of renewable energy options and stuff like that. So I don't know necessarily if they're like actually the problem. And also, China opens a lot of factories, and the people who need that factory are typically the West, and the West don't actually, also Chinese people consume, but also the West consumes, but the West doesn't actually want to have the factories on their own shore. So
Oh, turn this over, mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to you.
In the back, what's your point?
No, I mean, I agree with him. They have a lot of things, like the government does a lot of things, but I think like China is a very split society. Like it's not simple. Like I was trying to start, like their economy is still young and stuff like that. Like what they have right now is how many years old? 30 years of being economically free. It's hard to have like build the same level of richness that, for example, we in Europe have. But at the same time, they do have a lot of like sustainable projects. But on the other hand, they also consume a lot of plastic. Like it's not that easy, you know. Like
but I think we equally consume as much plastic. We just don't have the population.
no, yeah, that's also like an unfair point, because we require of them to have the same like CO2 emissions like us, but they have like millions of people more. So that's slightly hard. But on the other hand,
And
I
they
was in
also use
China,
oil
and
factories.
I feel like their plastic consumption is on another level. Like people order out much, much more. They sometimes don't cook, especially like students and stuff. So whenever they go out, they create a lot of plastic. But maybe I'm not knowledgeable on that. Maybe they have some kind of solution to like make
That's
something
my
of
next
it.
question. Could you tell the audience listening to you on my YouTube channel right now, how do you know so much about Chinese culture? Thank you.
Because I have studied it in my bachelor's, in my master's, and I lived there for a year.
Where did you live?
Are you putting this on YouTube?
Shenzhen and Beijing, yes, of course. Yeah, I'm
Also,
not gonna get
yeah,
cancelled at all
The
for my
Mao Zedong-
opinions about Mao Zedong.
Oh my God, I hope you're not putting this on YouTube, but also I want to tell you about the starvation was also caused by a bad policy. They had a policy where they wanted to kill 4 pests in China. So everybody basically went together to kill these 4 pests. But by killing these 4 pests, they had a swarm of like bugs and fleas that literally wiped out all the crops. That's why a lot of people like starved from starvation. It wasn't like Kim Jong-un level. I think he wanted to help in a way, but also it was just really dumb.
Yeah, they had like
That's environmental science. They killed all the birds. Yeah.
because they thought they were the
I
cause
think
for like
there was
bad harvest.
sparrows. There was like
The
grasshopper.
Spätzchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter, but they killed a lot of birds, and because they thought they were the cause for like the famine, because the birds all like land on the crops and take the seeds. But actually, the birds help because they get rid of like the bad insects that are eating the crops. So when they got rid of them,
It was even worse.
it was even worse.
So you're saying Chinese are dumb, basically. Did you get that?
No,
YouTube? Chinese are
no,
dumb.
shut the fuck up. No, they're not dumb. I think they actually have some of the most smartest policies, because other than Europe, we take time to change things. They see something is not going in a good way, they change it immediately.
Like they actually went and did that. I feel like Europe would just sit around.
Yeah, they
Isn't
would
that
just.
called dictatorship?
And also
Yeah, but if it's like for the people, it's.
at that time.
So are you
environmental
justifying dictatorship?
No, not really, but it's hard. Like
science- at
with
that time,
democracy.
environmental science wasn't well researched. Like they also didn't know much about environmental science, the food chain, and stuff like that. And now we've learned from the past and we know those things. But it was like a different time.
I think they take Singapore sometimes as a like good model to improve their own infrastructures and stuff like that. But also I think they look around the world, see what we did wrong in the world, and try, like if they think it's a problem for them, then they will like change it. And for the most part, it's even though it's a dictatorship, if I look at China, a lot of people are actually very satisfied. Yes, of course, there's like class differences and not everybody's living different equally.
And you support that?
No, I don't support that. I mean, it's hard, but like where on this earth do we have like a perfect society?
Ah, you asking me?
Yeah. On the moon. There are no
Where
people.
on this earth? Answer: in the moon.
Yes.
Singapore, if you're watching this, please, and you want to give me a scholarship, sponsor, free flat living for a year, here I am. I'm coming to you.
Actually, like they are very good at like the cultural diversification, because they had the problem. They had Indians, they had the Chinese, and they had the Malay.
Sorry, not that good or what?
Huh?
Sorry, what's your point?
Not Indians. How do I say?
People, yeah.
India, the people from India, never mind. But the thing is, they had like cultural problems because they're from different cultures, and so that those don't fight, they had a system put in where in each like living block you had to have a certain amount of those people, so that they
I'm one of those
integrate into each other. Like for example, so we don't have like segregation. So we don't have like in Europe.
You're not allowed to live in a living block because you're not one of the category.
No, you can also live there, of course, but because no.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt, but it was funny
No.
because like, I'm not one of those people.
No, but originally those were like the first settlers there, and so there are no so that to improve like the quality of life, so people like don't discriminate against each other because of like cultural differences or whatever, they implemented the system so that in each block they had to have a certain amount of certain people, so that they all live together, learn from each other, and also in terms of education, like you're not kind of permitted to house the rich in one location and the poor in one location, so that, for example, educational wealth is not only allocated into certain places like it is like in certain parts. Like in France, I know like certain regions where there are only rich people, they pay the taxes for the region, and so the schools there are much better because they get more money to improve like the system, but there it is kind of not possible, so that the rich don't send their children to like exclusive schools, and the poor only go to like poor schools and stuff like that.
Yeah, should be redacted, but way better than Malaysia for some reason.
Yeah.
I would like to also make another point. This girl speaking so many interesting facts. Sorry.
These girls?
This girl just beat my tricep insanely hard. I don't know if you can tell, but it hurts, and tomorrow I will have a bruise.
You know what? Maybe she's not speaking interesting facts. Maybe this is part of the psychosis, you know? She's biting your arm and then she's just spitting shit, and I'm agreeing with it.
Okay, you want to give just a final message to the future generations? Probably my kids will watch this in
Please
many years.
do better than us.
Okay.
And if we make mistakes, please try to fight us, because the older generation has probably drunk too much lead and poison and are just crazy and don't know what they're doing. The older generation are always very selfish, so you have to fight to create a better future.
You can say more if you want.
No.
You could. Okay. Jaden, you want to say something to further generations?
I have nothing, but if you guys see this video and I'm still around, then can you guys please Uber Eats pizza to my house?
Send some money.
Yeah, send money, send everything. Like, as they said, the generations before us were really greedy. And I'm continuing that greed. Thank you, guys.
Ciao.